I'm going to say something that's going to make a lot of people upset. And I'm expecting people to get triggered and leave a whole bunch of hate messages in my comment sections. You know what that is? Let me come to the microphone a little bit closer. We're not all going to make it, bro. There's some of you watching this video right now. Some of you guys have dreams of retiring your family, becoming financially free, quitting your 9 to 5, working for yourself. You're not going to make it. And if you feel absolutely triggered by me saying that, if you feel like, bro, fuck this dude, why is he telling me I'm not going to make it? Of course I'm going to make it. Ask yourself this. Why do you feel triggered? Because you feel triggered because it's true. You feel triggered because there's a part of you that realizes that, maybe I'm not actually going to make it because I don't deserve to. I want you to pause this video right now and leave a comment saying what your dreams are. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve in the next 10 years of your life? Is it retiring your family? Is it quitting the shitty job that you work at? Is it becoming so financially free that you have enough money to not even give a care in the world about what you do, what you spend your money on, what you spend your time on, because it is absolutely irrelevant at this point, right? You have these grandiose dreams and visions that you want to achieve. Leave a comment. Now go scroll down and see how many other people you see have similar goals to you. How many other people have dreams similar to you? All these people in the comment section that have similar goals to you, this is your competition. This is the people who are going to take your dreams away from you if you choose to slack off. If you choose to slow down on the gas, not work on your business as hard as you should be, not working on your studies as hard as you should be, because you feel like you need to take a break from everything. You need to take a break and go find yourself. And you know what? I absolutely hate how the self-improvement community has brainwashed you to pussyfoot around it, thinking, no, how can I have competition? I have no enemies. There are nobody around me who I'm competing with, because I'm only competing with me. I'm only competing with the person I was a year ago, the person I was yesterday. The person who I want to be tomorrow is who I'm trying to become. I don't care about anybody else. How long are you going to keep deluding yourself? How long are you going to keep saying that? Because you know that people are at your level, because you are only thinking level 1 self-improvement, level 1 discipline, whatever you want to call it. Sure, when you're starting out, you literally need to just focus on yourself. You literally need to shut everything out, lock in, and focus on yourself, whether that's building up discipline so you can actually go to the gym and be consistent in it. Be consistent in actually knowing how to study properly. Be disciplined and know how to actually stay off of your phone for once. Not having to scroll on Instagram for 3 hours a day. Being able to socialize properly. It takes a lot of work in the beginning, I'm not going to lie. And for you to move the needle, to go from 0 to 1 in the beginning, you absolutely need to focus on yourself. Forget about everyone around you, right? When you do that, you get ahead of 90% of everyone else. Once you pass that, you can't just stay there, because then you get complacent, and the people who you passed, they're going to start catching up to you. And if you do nothing about it, these people are going to pass you. So you need to always be evolving. You need to always be working on yourself, improving yourself, because now you're at level 2 self-improvement, level 2 discipline. You are now competing with people who have built discipline, and they don't even need to worry about it. They don't even need to force themselves to go to the gym because they want to go to the gym every day. You don't need to force them to work on their business, because business is on their mind 24/7. They are working on it as soon as they get home from work. You don't need to worry about them not focusing on school, because they are locked in on school. They are locked in on what they need to get done. This is your new competition. Because if you slack off just one time, these people will take advantage of you. These people will get ahead of you. Oh, don't you think that sounds a little extreme? Well, yeah, of course it's extreme, but you want extreme goals, right? You have these big, grandiose goals and dreams that you want to achieve. Retiring your family is not something for the weak. The average person is not thinking about stuff like that. The average person wants to work at their job the rest of their life. They might hate it. They might not be getting paid as much as they like, but at least it's comfortable. It pays the bills. They don't need to stress about anything else, right? They got their cheap entertainment. They have their weed. They have the 3 out of 10s that they're sleeping with. Like, what else would they want? You're not them though, right? So if you're not them, you have bigger things to think about, then you need to have a bigger mindset. You need to have a more extreme mindset and be less tolerable of the things that you don't let slide. Be strict with yourself and tolerant of others. Yeah, someone might take a day off from work. They might take a week off from their business and go to like Bali or something. They might go to Dubai or something. Let them. That should not concern you at all. That does not give you an excuse to slow down on the brakes too. Because you gotta look at this, bro. There are people who can go on vacation and still outwork you. There are people who can smoke weed all day, be high out their minds all day, and still outwork you. Get drunk all day, they'll be sleep deprived and still outwork you. Binge watching Netflix shows for no reason whatsoever, and they'll still find ways to outwork you, because what separates them from everyone else is that they actually know how to focus on the work when they need to focus. But you know how difficult that is, right? I struggle with that too. I cannot smoke all day and expect myself to work, because my mind will just be on something else. My mind will just want to go and lay in bed all day, be on Instagram all day or something, right? I'm the type of person who I can't watch Netflix all day, because if I start binge watching a series, my mind will just be preoccupied with the show. And so you need to take every advantage you can get and cut out every single distraction if needed, and just focus on what needs to get focused on. That doesn't mean you become all isolated and you don't do anything to develop yourself socially, right? Like, that is being stupid. But you need to take drastic measures. And if you're not doing that, well, then your competition is going to pass you. You want to take a month off, right? Absolutely. Okay, go ahead. You can do that. Nobody is stopping you from taking breaks. But just know that 1 month break that you took off of your business, that 1 month break will cost you your dreams. Because while you were out here taking that 1 month break, there were tens of hundreds of other people who did not take that break, who is coming for your spot. Let's say you're a YouTuber, you make videos like this on YouTube. If you are posting videos consistently and you see like your numbers going up, and you decide to stop for 2 months because for whatever reason your brain has convinced you that you want to go out and do something else, you want to go and take a break, that is completely fine. Go take your break. But just know that there is someone who is making the exact same type of videos as you are, who is probably getting inspiration from the videos that you were making, and has now passed you in subscribers, in views, in all metrics on YouTube, just because you took that 2 month break while he continued to post videos every single day for 2 months straight. You're gonna have to make sacrifices regardless of what you do. And if you don't make sacrifices for your goals, then your goals are going to be the sacrifice. You remember in high school, right? When we had to improve our GPAs as much as possible just so we could get to the top of our class. We take these AP classes that boost our GPA even further. We go and study for the SAT. We work on our essay writing skills so we can write a nice letter for colleges, right? So that we get accepted to the universities we want to get accepted to. Go into UCLA, go to UPenn, go to Harvard, Stanford, whatever, like these top tier universities that you get a lot of status and recognition from if you end up attending them, rather than going to LACC or CSUN or something, like these bottom tier like universities that aren't as bad, but there are better options, right? If you were perfect all 4 years of high school, you did not slip up one time, you are valedictorian, you did the best that you could in school, good all the extracurriculars that you could find. If you get accepted to Harvard, you absolutely deserved it because you worked hard for it. You worked hard to get accepted into Harvard. But if you worked hard for those 3 years and then the last year, you get senioritis, you don't want to work as hard. You start skipping out on schools. You're not going to your classes. You're not doing your homework. You really don't care about the SAT because you basically have this mentality thinking, oh, I'm already going to get accepted. Like it's already on lock. Then all of a sudden your GPA drops to a 3.7. Are you really going to get accepted into Harvard now? When there are other classmates that worked that last year when you took your foot off the gas, he passed you, you are no longer valedictorian because there is a new person who is valedictorian. He gets accepted to Harvard, you don't. Is that really his fault that he got accepted over you? You would be stupid to say yes because he absolutely deserves it. He was working hard when you chose to slack off that last year of high school. So who is to blame? You slack off on your business, you can't complain if somebody else makes it and you don't. You slack off in school, you can't complain when you start failing all your exams, your midterms, your finals. You're trying to get that promotion for work that's going to give you an extra $20,000, $30,000 per year. But instead of improving your work ethics, you end up going backwards. Do you really deserve that promotion? Like real talk, you don't. There can only be one CEO. There can only be one leader, only one person at the top, and then you'll have everyone else working for him underneath. Keep that mentality the next time you decide to take a break. When you decide that, we're all gonna make it. I have no competition. I'm only focused on myself. So if I think I need to take a break, I'm gonna take a break, right? Yeah, go ahead, do that. If you don't want to be a CEO, if you don't want to be a boss. Because if you don't chase your dreams, somebody else is going to chase them for you. Do you really want someone to take your dreams away from you after how hard you've had to struggle to get to where you are now, to get to the point where you've had enough of your life? You can't quit now. There's work that needs to be done. You can't stop. Competition is healthy. Competition is what pushes you forward, because now that I've told you this, you're getting this like burning sensation inside of you to like, no, you know what? I'm going to work even harder now. Like, screw these people in the comment section. I'm going to prove that you can't take my dreams away from me. I've worked far too hard for you to take my dreams away from me. Then prove it. Prove that you're going to chase your dreams. Because if you don't chase your dreams, somebody else is going to chase them for you. If you want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, click the first link in the description. That's my private community, Project Human, where I'm basically helping you become the greatest version of yourself. You know that you don't want to be surrounded by bums and level 1 humans, right? You want to be like a superhuman. You want to work at superhuman levels. Well, then what are you doing? I'll see you inside.